on morning.
Good 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 on morning.
Welcome to the Doig and Swift stream where we do art and stuff. I haven't drawn a bear.
Hello.
India's doing a water.
I'm doing a water.
Doing a water.
I am. I'm gonna do a Demon Slayer piece today. So I have an idea about what I want to do. And I'm gonna give it a go and try and do it. I'm gonna try and emulate the look of Japanese ukiyo-e woodblock prints from the Edo period. So we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
Yeah, just in the background waves. Because that's the element that Tanjiro uses.
It is. It's his breathing technique.
And the entire show takes influence from that style. So I wanted to go back and try and emulate it too. But we'll see how well I managed to pull that off.
Hello, Miss Alien Space Pirate. And hello, swimming boyfriend.
Hello. Good morning. So it's almost Halloween.
Ooh. Spooky.
Spooky. It's also almost Mike's birthday.
Oh, it is, yeah, this weekend.
Spooky.
Spooky birthday. Getting old, getting ancient, getting
Yeah.
cursed.
You're so old
Yeah.
already. What you gonna do with all that age?
Age some more, I guess.
Thank you for the pumpkins, Amelia.
Thank you.
We'll put them outside on our doorstep.
So I was gonna look at some bears as reference and do a little bit of like drawing some bears. You Google bears and it's just like, did you mean Chicago Bears, the American football team? Like, no.
Are you sure though, Mike? Hey, we're the Chicago Bears!
Chicago.
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 Mr. Alien says, spooky cookie, let's get spooky.
Let's get spooked.
I couldn't have said it
Spookio.
better myself. Are you guys doing anything fun for Halloween? Does anyone have any nephews, nieces, brothers or sisters that they'll be taking out to some trick-or-treating? People don't really trick-or-treat anymore. I don't really blame them, to be honest.
Anywhere we've lived, there hasn't really been anyone knocking on the door.
Yeah, I think it just feels a little bit more... I don't know, it feels more risky nowadays to go around knocking on people's doors.
Are you saying it's dangerous?
Maybe.
Dang, 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 dang. Okay, gonna do a couple of quick bear studies. Just I haven't drawn them.
You haven't done any bear studies yet.
What do you mean?
Well, I remember that last time you were drawing the speech, were like, I'm going to do some bear studies and then come back to it.
Yeah?
You haven't done them yet.
No.
Oh. Good morning, Mira, though. I mean, I don't know why I'm awing at you. It's not like I've drawn ukiyo-e print style water before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But hey, at least
Learn by doing.
yeah. At least ukiyo-e like print style isn't like supposed to be your forte.
That's true. You have kind of built yourself on bears.
Yeah, I think it's more that I got out of the habit of drawing, and so I need to like burrow myself back into that.
You're saying you've been hibernating too long.
Yeah, the winter's captured me.
Can you believe it's Friday?
I think partially as well is that because I'm drawing straight into doing a commission, there's a little bit of like, ooh, feel.
Oh, I know what you mean. You're a little bit, what's the word? Intimidated.
Yeah, so I need to like build up my confidence.
You need to loosen up, dude. Just loosen up. Do a bear for you.
You're doing a bear for me.
Good morning, Alex Lubbers. What a lubberly name. A lubberly name. There you are. I made it.
Is that? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the Alex Lubbers that's making a it's like a light show based on Starlight Brigade?
Whoa, you have remembered the name well, if that's true.
Yeah. There's Lindsay. Hello.
Hello, Lindsay. Good morning. How are you? How you doing? Seems like Friday has come very quickly.
Ed Sheeran. Cool.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. I have so many questions. So, is this something that's going to be playing while you're DJing? Is that right?
I think it's Christmas House Light.
Is it Christmas House Lights?
Yeah.
So, you're going to be playing music from your house, and the Christmas house lights are going to be coordinated to the music. Is that?
It's pretty epic.
Is that right? Because that is like next level Christmas light.
Oh, Lindsay, you're going.
Ah, that's so cool. Oh, we wish we could be there. Mike and I spent the last week lamenting the fact that we're not there and being like, oh, we could be in Scotland. We could be going to see them in Edinburgh, but instead we're here working. Oh, that's amazing. You'll have such a good time. We'll have to be with you in spirit.
Will you be going to the Q&A? I believe there's Q&A now.
Oh, you mean the VIP?
Yeah, the
VIP.
The VIP.
Whoa, Alex, yeah, please do. We need to see these lights. Please take videos. Please. It sounds so good. So cool. I suppose we probably won't actually see the videos until closer to Christmas. Unless you're going to do a road test. Miss Alien Space Power, you're trying to get a Kickstarter going. That's awesome. What are you kickstarting? Ah, Lindsay, that's a shame, but never mind. The show is incredible, VIP or not. I bet the venue in Scotland is super nice as well. I wonder whereabouts they're playing in Edinburgh.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know the Edinburgh venue at all. I wonder how they pick the venues. Whether it's just past experience or reviews or whatever.
I don't know. I guess that'd be something to ask Real Good Touring.
Yeah.
Like, how do you pick venues?
Corn Exchange. The Corn Exchange.
Oh, Alex. And it says I just finished the part where Strive goes Super Saiyan and they made the lights explode like a shockwave.
Cool.
Hot damn! That's so cool! I can't wait to see it. So do you do this every year, Alex? Or is this your first year doing it? I feel like if it was every year, you'd have a small crowd of people gather around for the lights concert. Oh, thanks very much, Alex. Everyone on the team pulled out all the stops to make it what it was. It was such a pleasure to work on that project with the whole team. I don't think there'll ever be another project quite like it.
Gotcha.
Your show's been going for 5 years. That's so cool.
It's an animation short film that actually you contacted Knights of the Light Table on their website about to help animate, which they're on board with. Something I want to enter into Cannes to get your film career started.
That's awesome. You probably spoke to Patrick, who's the head of Knights of the Light Table.
Yeah.
So we hadn't heard about it yet. But we'll ask him about it, because that sounds cool.
That's how you found and followed us. Gotcha.
So cool. Well, thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, Pat's awesome. I don't know. Well, there wouldn't be a company without Pat. But even if there was a company, it would be on the ground burning by now if he wasn't around to make sure things stay under control.
I'm on fire.
Such an inspirational artist as well.
Yeah.
David, good morning. Whoa, 80,000 lights, Alex. 80,000 lights.
How do you coordinate?
That's about as many frames as a general animated movie has, by the way.
How do you coordinate which lights light up? Like, you have to plug them into a certain sequence, or is there like a box?
Do you want to do a light show too, Mike?
No.
That'd be so cool, wouldn't it?
Just how do the lights? No.
Can you imagine though having a party, like a Halloween party, and having people over and our lights are like, this is Halloween, this is Halloween. You know, we have music on and lights are all doing their thing.
I think actually hanging the light sounds like a rigmarole.
He's probably just super busy, Miss Alien, but we'll ask him about it today because this sounds cool. Miss Alien Space P on Twitter, cool. How are you doing, David? How are your secret but very cool things going? I'm gonna give this a border and I'm gonna use something with nice texture to it. Ultimate oil jitter, maybe? Let's try that. Almost done colouring up your secret things. That's awesome. Trying not to feel sick. Oh, David, no. Oh, David. I wish I could prescribe to you a day of rest and a ton of soup. Lie in the soup.
Bathe in it.
Soon you will feel better.
Chicken soup to apply directly to the skin.
It's the only way. I like to think that Dee would be incredibly proud of me naming all my layers right now.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do. I think I'm doing great.
Oh, you're on a strict diet. Don't know if you can have that.
Are you actually on a strict diet, David? Seem like the last person to need a diet that I know.
Maybe he just has better standards than we do.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's true. There's no probably about it.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
You wanted to cut some weight? Well, fair enough. So, what kind of stuff are you eating on your diet? Not soup.
Is that because you can't have whiskey because of the diet?
In retrospect, maybe getting David some whiskey for his birthday isn't a great idea. I don't think that's cliche, David. I haven't really heard of it.
For some reason, it makes me think of Bruce Lee.
So should I find a nice brush to use on this to outline? Hello, Emlet. I'm doing a Demon Hunter piece for Thought Bubble. And I'm trying to make something that feels like Ukiyo-e woodblock prints. So we'll see if I manage it. Oops. Basically, you have a strict limitation of carbs you can have in a day, then counting calories. It's been great so far. Yeah, that's awesome. I hope you're happy. Now we have to come up with like a different present for you. Got all this trouble you've caused us.
It's all your fault, David.
That's pretty cool, my dude.
How inconsiderate can you be?
You feel in control of your health. And just that alone feels like a win and helps with your own mental body image. And that makes you happy. That's really cool. That sounds awesome. It's definitely something that I would like to feel in control of too. To feel like I'm making positive steps health-wise. Because at the minute, it doesn't really feel like I am. I'm very sedentary all day. I don't get much exercise. And my diet isn't the best.
Same.
So, you know, whenever I think about it, the thought is, oh, I should be doing better, rather than being proud of what I've done so far.
Yeah. Me too.
I think the thing that is sometimes difficult with diets is when you live with people who aren't on those diets.
Yeah.
Because you end up eating meals together that aren't great, or there's a lot of stuff around that isn't part of your meal plan. How do you deal with that kind of stuff? Do, 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 do.
It's briny.
I know what I need to do. Rather than having the base on multiply, I'll put the base on normal, and I'll just bring the lines above and put those on multiply. It's a way better idea. There we are. Friday is here! Good morning, Bryony! What's this? Is that just a bit I've missed? There we go. Thanks, Alex. It's gonna be water when I've finished, but it's enough right now to give an impression of the kind of thing I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna get the entire composition together first and then work in the details.
Cool.
Tanjiro.
Tanjiro.
Just looking for a full body of him so I can see. Yeah, that one's good. That one's helpful. There you go. You love rice. That's fair. Yeah. Rice is great.
Yeah, rice is probably my favorite.
Hello, school design.
Grain.
Yeah. Agreed, Mike. Agreed. Having less than half a cup of rice already exceeds your carb intake for the day. Oh, no. Jeez-o. Yeah. Fresh pot of rice cooked when you get back home from work. Sounds so good.
Andy and I have wanted a rice cooker for a while. But we never ended up getting one.
No, we couldn't decide which one to get. There are so many different kinds. And we were like, well, we want to get one which is like medium expensive so that we know that we're getting a good quality one. But we couldn't decide which one to get.
Yeah.
Quinoa is nice. I like bulgur wheat. Bulgur wheat's good. Yeah, we do stream mainly on YouTube, I think. Like, we stream to Twitch as well.
Yeah, but our main audience is on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we stream to Twitch as often as we stream to YouTube. Oh.
David Lynch once made a video where he shows how to make quinoa. It was a little unsettling. Really.
I'm trying to think of what David Lynch stuff I have actually watched. I'm not sure I've watched that much. But definitely always like on a recommended list from people. I should probably amend that.
This probably isn't the final pose I'm going to use, but see what we got. Wasn't quite what I wanted. Aha.
Oh,
You don't understand how I can work with a bright yellow backdrop. It just makes me happy. Orange is such a nice colour.
yeah.
Mike's the same. He's like, what are you doing?
Well, for one, it's not neutral and therefore you're throwing off all your color sense.
Uh-huh.
All the time.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you paint.
Yep.
All the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I see you there. I see what you're doing. Let's move the hand over. Oh, really? You think it would be a setting for it in preferences or something, Alex? Oh. I guess it depends how robust the program is. Okay, let's get some cool samurai poses going on so that we can actually read what he's doing.
Sorry.
That looks okay.
Made me think of Samurai Jack.
I'm gonna see if I can find some reference of cool poses with swords.
Hey, Hardik.
Hello. Good morning. Oh, that's a cool one.
You're a cool one.
Oh.
Oh. I think Buffy's pushed her way into the kitchen.
Maybe she has, and now she's trapped. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Let's try this one. I need to shrink that down a bit. It's a little bit difficult silhouette-wise. Kind of excited to see how bad this silhouette looks.
I haven't been looking at what you're doing. I'm gonna have a look. Here I come.
Oh no, you've come right at the part where I'm filling in the bad silhouette.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't think so somehow. Let's step back to that. Let me try a different pose. It's a pose that looks really cool in the photo I'm looking at. But I didn't execute it very well. I don't think it exposes enough of the head to make it clear it's Tanjiro. It's one of the problems.
Is the piece gonna only be silhouette?
Yes. So I need to make sure that the character's identifiable.
I see.
So what are you guys up to today?
Yeah, what are you up to? Barney says, comic interview today. Booked a day off work for it, so gonna try and finish the coloring and then cover it over the weekend and send it off Monday morning.
Oh wow. What does that mean, comic interview?
Comicking, not comic interview. Stupid auto spell. Comicking today.
Cool. Makes sense.
And Alex asked, what's the best drawing or project you've worked on so far? Oh, well, that's...
Best project, definitely Starlight Brigade.
Yeah.
Best drawing, that's really hard to say. Probably one of the ones which I did super fast. And then just left, rather than one of the ones I've tried to make into a poster or something. I just get very intimidated when I go to make something for print. And everything, all the drawing gets stiff rather than loose and flowing. It's surprisingly difficult to find a good pose. I think there will be tons of screenshots, but there's really not that many.
Mira has family visiting, so they're gonna go pasty hunting and for lunch in Cornwall.
Pasty hunting, nice. Catch yourself a good one. Okay.
That reminds me, India, when are we next gonna play Nights on Bike?
As soon as we have a space free in our schedule.
Okay.
It's gonna be yeah, it's been difficult because I've been using those spaces to edit the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
For the past week. So there's been no space to record anything. So probably next Wednesday.
Okie doke.
You made a nebula that took 30 minutes and it looks exactly like a Hubble image. That's awesome. Yeah, Tim, I feel like they do that for any silhouettes that they do in anime. I definitely like to do that too. I'm just in the thumbnail stage at the minute, trying to figure out exactly what kind of pose I'd like. Trying to remember what kind of clothes the character even wears. I think he has super baggy pants.
I think so. You got reference up of him.
Well, it's yeah, but it's kind of difficult. It's not the best reference. There's not a lot of shots of the bottom of his trousers.
Gotcha.
Like, keeping that silhouette clear is so difficult when he's got such a big frumpy coat.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, she's drawing Demon Slayer Arctic.
Yes, this is what I'm attempting.
Whereas I'm just practicing shorthand bears. I like that no one's asking me what I'm doing.
Well, I think it's fairly clear.
I know, that's why it makes me laugh.
If I want his sword out, it divides the image. It's out. Like, it'd be kind of cool to have him taking it out of its sheath, but that's a difficult thing to draw.
Tibbs is suggesting searching Tanjiro plus character sheet or character design.
That's a good idea. Let me try searching his character sheet. No character sheet, but there is a full body image, which is incredibly helpful in itself.
Huzzah.
Can at least see what kind of shapes he's got going on. The thing is, if you're going to take a sword out of a sheath, you'd usually do it behind you. You wouldn't have the sword pointing forwards as you unsheath it. You'd have it pointing down or backwards.
Yeah, so that the strike can come out.
That doesn't really work. Silhouette. Silhouette's difficult.
I mean, unless he was about to strike behind him.
Yeah, which he's not, given that he's looking forward towards the front of the piece. Maybe I could just do him holding his sword out in front of him. But then that overcoat kind of gets in the way a little bit. Oh, Slayers! I remember that show.
Doesn't have
That's
a character
classic.
with pieces of stone on their face.
Probably. That sounds like it's something that Slayers would have.
I think I knew someone who liked it. I've never seen it.
It's very silly, very fun. Oh, I've heard Wolf Children's amazing. It's one of the ones that people keep telling me to watch. We could just divide it sideways. Maybe that's the best. Maybe I have to do his overshirt a different colour. It's gonna really clutter the silhouette. What was it that Patrick was telling us about swords and using swords?
It was
The knuckles align with the edge.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the true edge. Was there something else he was telling us too that I've forgotten?
He was mostly talking about like where your the leverage of the blade is strong or weak.
Mm-hmm.
And that you want to be able to hit your opponent's blade, I think, closer to the hilt than the tip, but I don't remember it all too well.
Damn it. Maybe I could fudge this hand a little bit. Yeah, I miss 90s style animation too. It felt like there was more care put into different aspects of it, I guess. But then again, I look at stuff like Violet Evergarden nowadays and I'm like, holy heck, the amount of detail and care is...
It's probably down to there's more of it being made by more and more studios these days than back then. So it's not so much that there's less care, but that there might be less care overall because it's been diluted by just the quantity.
I think it's nostalgia as well.
Anime sucks, says David.
Oops. I need to seal this off.
need to figure out a way of drawing a bear eye, people. That feels good.
Do you not feel like you have achieved bear pupil mastery yet?
No. I'm working from reference from quite far as well, so I don't actually see that much of it. I've just looked at reference of close-in bear eyes. They kind of have a darker outer rim. Well, this one does.
Modern UPA. That'd be super cool. We recently got to watch a bunch of anime movies, which was super duper cool.
Yeah.
I'd recommend for sure Ride Your Wave and Weathering with You. Both super cool. We also watched Birthday Wonderland, which I think was probably... It was a nice film, but it was the one that we all probably enjoyed the least. Just because it's quite plodding. And Children of the Sea, which is amazing to look at. But very much like the last 2 episodes of Evangelion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you enjoyed the last 2 episodes of Evangelion, then probably enjoy Children of the Sea.
I enjoyed Children of the Sea.
Yeah.
Overall, like, I just felt like it got away with itself.
It was wonderful. Visually, it was splendid.
Visually, it was the best of the 4.
Mm-hmm. I guess so, Tib. Which one is that? Yeah, we were really lucky. It was awesome. Yeah, I really liked it too, Bryony. I thought it was super cohesive theme-wise.
Do you think you would go to Scotland Loves Anime next year, India?
Well, yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we were invited, I'd love to go anyway. But it's tough money-wise.
Yeah.
So it definitely helped to be invited. You made a pitch today? That's awesome! Oh, Stanley, I saw her in the peg bar. How did it go? And who are you pitching to?
Yeah, tell us.
See you, Haddock. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Weathering with You, a weird translation of Weather's Child, which would be the direct translation. Interesting.
Alright, gotcha. That makes sense.
I think you probably would have really got on with John from the festival tip.
Jonathan Clement.
Yeah. He spoke fairly fluent Japanese. And was super duper cool. He knew a ton of facts and trivia about the films.
He's literally written an encyclopedia on anime.
Yeah. He's just had a new book come out too, hasn't he? On the history of something. I've forgotten exactly what it was.
I think it's just Animate a History. Yeah, Animate a History.
Does he have a new book? Or is that the new book?
I feel like it keeps getting updated.
Ah. Oh, here's some trivia for you that we learned at the Trigger Talk. Apparently, panty and stocking was a concept that was come up with by the team when they went to an onsen and got drunk together.
It was unclear whether they got drunk and came up with it, or came up with it and got drunk because they were happy about coming up with it. Did we have any tips for a printing plan? I mean, our only experience with printing graphic novel wise was to go through Comic Printing UK, and mostly that was just providing them with a PDF of all the pages separately, and then they put it together.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because Girl in the Glim is entirely self-printed, and we also haven't done much promotion for it, really. And in terms of distribution, we just took it around, like, local shops.
And festivals.
So, you know, we didn't really necessarily have a plan. I feel like if you want a plan, it might be best to go to a publishing company. And then they can help you handle that, because they are going to know a ton about the market. In which case, maybe the best thing to do would be to make the book and then send it in to see if people want to pick it up. If you're self-publishing, though, then you can be completely in control of your own schedule in terms of when you'd like it to release. It's just so difficult to advertise it, I guess, to get the word out that it's coming. If you're a smaller artist like we are.
Speaking of which, There's a digital copy of India's graphic novel available on sale around Big Cartel.
Speaking
Very
about
interesting.
self-publishing though, literally all you need to do is to get your book printed and sent it to the printers, and then they print it and you get up to another book and you're like, cool,
Then you have a book.
and that's like it. But in terms of getting it actually picked up by a company, you could send it to IDW or Image or Dark Horse or Boom or anyone who's looking for original works, and then if they're interested you can negotiate from there. And then your schedule will be dictated more by when they want to release it.
Yeah.
David's given some good advice.
Oh, one of the judges who works at Image. What were they called?
Oh, cool. Trigger is streaming right now. Whoa. Jeez, don't watch us then. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to do his coat on a different layer just because I'm not sure how to work this into the silhouette design.
Alright, gotcha.
They're drawing Leo Photia.
Yeah, I think people can like get a sense of you if you've made something like a book.
That's true. And yeah, it makes sense what David was saying about least risk possible.
Yeah.
That's probably why they want you to have the idea in the book already, ideally. Like, when you're doing pitches to people, the more you have in terms of actual content, the better it will go. Like, if you've already made the thing, that's less risk for them. But that's kind of tough, as you can imagine.
Yeah, that was it was interesting hearing people in the audience at the talk we were at like asking, they pretty much asked questions along the lines of, is there anyone who's not Japanese working in your studio, and like how possible would it be for me to go to Japan and work in your studio? It's an interesting kind of goal. Like I understand it, but it's interesting how tricky it might actually be in reality.
Yeah. I think, like, I'm someone who had a dream of moving to Japan when I was younger and being an animation artist. But I think as you learn more about the culture and you learn more about what's expected from you there as an artist and what it's like to live there as a foreigner, you maybe realise that that isn't necessarily the best path to getting what you want. There are other ways to work in that industry.
Q&A. You hiring? Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't believe there's a union in Japan now.
Hello, Lawrence.
Hey. Hello.
Steiny, there are kind of deals like that which you can definitely take. If you send it to a publisher and they're interested, then often there's a couple of ways you can go about it. They either pay you to make it and then you take less of the profits at the end, or you get a bigger chunk of the profits but you make it off your own back.
What's that? Was that like comics publishing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends which publisher you go with. They all have different like they all have different contracts.
Yeah, but in general they'll have a couple like that.
Some will want to own part of the IP as well, so just be aware of that.
Wow, I thought I'd be able to change the saturation much more than that. Sorry, there we are. I like it. Okay, I think I can get away with that, maybe.
I think that was one of the interesting things for our talk to be third, was that there's I don't know if they were still in the audience. That's the thing, because they were like we were sitting in the front row during most of the talks, and I never really turned around.
What trigger?
During the trigger one, yeah, like the people asking questions and stuff were behind me. So I don't know if they stuck around for our talk, but if they did, hopefully they got the kind of the sort of like nudge to be like, if you want to be making, if you like aspire to make the sort of anime that you're seeing coming out of Japan, you
don't necessarily need to be there in person in the studios in order to do it.
Yeah, you can make it yourself.
It seems like a lot of studios in Japan are hiring people remotely now to do certain things.
Yeah, it feels like there's special occasion type stuff for it, where if they've got a fairly big action scene or something, they'll outsource.
What programs are we using? To animate or to draw?
I think it's Clip Studio and Photoshop at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just doing like trying to do quick compare studies. I got a little absorbed into this one's nose.
Oh, what a cute booper though.
It's a boopy nose. I think one of the benefits of like drawing from reference a little bit repetitively is like you try and internalize some of the structures so that you can get more of a shorthand to it. That's what I'm doing.
Let's see if I can find Demon Slayer. Whoa, that's complex hiragana. I'm assuming it's hiragana because it looks complicated. And kanji, as far as I know, the only distinction I have in mind between the two is that kanji looks simpler in shape. It might not even be called Demon Slayer in Japanese, who knows? It's called Kimetsu no Yaiba. Krita's great. Tim says kanji is the complex one, hiragana is simple. So all this time I've been getting it backwards. Well. I'm happy that I have Tip here.
Tip, 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 tip.
Okay, there seems to be... Oh, it's so complex. I wouldn't know how to write this vertically. Oof, these are complicated. Okay, let me give it a go. Prepare to laugh at me, everyone. And then we'll start filling in the background detail.
It was funny. We met this really one of the support staff at Scotland Loves Anime, and when we first turned up to the talk in the college to get guided there, he saw that we were wearing Starlight Brigade shirts, and he was just kind of like, oh cool, yeah, do you like Starlight Brigade? And we're like, oh yeah, no, yeah, we really like it. And later on when we got announced to do the talk, they're like, oh, they're going to talk about making Starlight Brigade. He came over to me afterwards and was just like, I'm so sorry, I did not realize that you had worked on it. I'm a massive fan. I'm like, don't worry
That's
about
so
it.
nice. That's so nice.
Like, no one knows what we look like. It's fine.
I assumed that he was only talking to us because we'd worked on it, and he was like, oh guys, I really like that thing.
Yeah, no, he liked shirts.
Pretty awesome. Sarah Casely, hello. How are you doing? And yeah, Krita is absolutely free to use.
I like the pause. It's totally free to use.
You can use that, Krita.
Krita, you can use that. Use that, Krita. You can use that.
Having fun there, Mike.
Just a little bit. So the reference for this spare ends about here. But I'm just gonna give him a little.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do with all that floof?
Oh, that floof inside your doof.
Album release when? Still writing your NSP high from Sunday.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. I'm getting massive FOMO.
Well, you want to be there, seeing them again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll see them again sometime in the future.
Yeah, because we're friends now.
That's how it works. Meet someone once, friends for life.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful to meet them again, though.
Oh, night, Steiny.
Night, Steiny. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
We could go to the Canada shows next year. Oh, let's, India.
Oh, I really want to. I effing love Canada. I've only been to Ottawa, but it's probably my favourite place I've ever been on holiday.
You went to Montreal as well.
I did go to Montreal. Montreal was amazing, actually. Montreal was also amazing. This is how I know I love Canada. I've been to 2 places, and they were both amazing. Montreal had such a great art scene. And Ottawa was just like so relaxed and just felt so homely and nice.
Yeah, I think one of the nice, as I'm talking about something that Sarah's saying, like she got to meet some other lovelies and there's such a friendly fan base. One of the benefits of going to like a show is that you only get the people who actually like them there to interact with. Because there's holes in the fan base. Not hashtag, like air quotes fan base that like to criticize and be mean, but they don't know. They don't go to the shows.
Oh, you mean rank grumps?
Yes.
Nothing better to do than to make an entire server. I guess it would be a server, subreddit, just about how much they hate them. The thing is, though, I think even with rank grumps, it probably comes from a place of them really liking the content and then feeling unfulfilled by it after a certain point. I feel like the reason they care so much is maybe because they were fans or something. It doesn't feel like you really hate something that much without caring about it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Maybe you've solved.
I don't think I've solved anything. I'm just saying. I solved your rank grumps puzzle.
Maybe it's similar to when people feel like bands sell out and they're like, they're not making the thing that I like anymore.
Yeah, it might be so.
But bands have to grow.
Could be a ton of different reasons. But yeah, nothing stays the same. So. Morning, Sensible Senpai.
I don't have anything to follow up with. There was a crazy guy outside the show in Dublin who screamed at everyone to be afraid.
Yeah, but that's just a regular Dublin night.
Yeah, but it got me thinking, like, most of the people in the audience were probably
already afraid.
Already afraid a little bit to be there, nervous and stuff. So it's like,
please don't put everyone on edge even more.
You're literally preaching to the choir here.
Oh, Sarah says, shout out to the girl who was there on her own and bought my friend a drink in exchange for saving her space while she went to the loo. That's so nice.
How do you save someone's space? Do you just put your arm there?
Just when they come back, you're not like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
I guess unless it's a queue.
Yeah. No, it will have been like your space where you're standing in the audience.
Lindsay says that she's been roped into a Canada ski holiday next year. That's so cool! And we've never been to Vancouver, but I bet that is effing awesome as well.
And it's smart to be attached by a rope in case you get lost. In the Canadian wilderness.
The great Canadian wilderness.
The great Canadian...
Have you seen those moose? They're not joking around.
Big old moose. Like this.
They're giant.
You like my moose?
Yeah.
It's a moose.
It's great. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. It's like it's emerging from the fog.
Moose.
Oh no, Sensible Senpai, really? No! Oh, that sucks. Were you okay? Did you manage to recover enough?
The thing about that guy is he never said what to be afraid of. He just said, be afraid.
I'm sure he might have said what to be afraid of, but we weren't really listening.
Yeah, it was okay, fair enough.
He was screaming primarily at the queue, and at that point we were at the ticket office waiting for it to open.
Yeah.
Getting into that show was an adventure in itself.
Yeah. I don't do well with uncertainty.
We've never had guest passes before, so we had no clue what to do with them. Or who to talk to. It all worked out fine in the end, though.
Did it?
Yeah.
I feel like it could have went. I feel like it could have went smoother.
Well, I mean, we got there for the Q&A.
That's true.
So we weren't late. We got in.
It worked. It did work.
Everyone got in. We all got our seats.
It did work. It did work.
Yeah.
I might have overdid this moose.
His front legs are so close together.
Oh.
It looks like he's walking on a tightrope.
You. Shoot.
I liked it.
One of them is a tentacle now because of what you said. Tentacle moose. Tentacle moose attends to your needs.
Tentacle moose attends to your needs. A great saying.
Thank you. I'm gonna write it down. Tentacle. Two S's and moose. Tentacle moose. Now I have to make the tentacle look better. Maybe all the legs are tentacles.
In retrospect, a smart thing to do might have been to copy and paste the text onto it and then draw over it.
What?
Like, it might have been smart for me to instead paste the kanji/hiragana onto the piece and then to draw over it. So I was sure I was getting things in the right place.
Or maybe.
Goodness, I'm so hungry. Have you guys all had breakfast?
Me too, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Hunger. Hello. Would they have a tentacle tail? They got a
I mean, that's
tail.
up to you, dude. It's your moose.
I think they do.
Thanks, Sarah. It probably looks horrendous to anyone who can actually read the language. Like a child wrote it.
For a pair that hope our day is filled with adventure, you sure get scared by it. Oh, you. Shush you.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I thought you were gonna say what again.
No, I was wondering how adventure scares us.
Yeah, adventure doesn't scare us.
I didn't know what it was in response to.
Tentacle mouse. He's gonna get his own sticker set.
No.
But what about a moose with a cup of joe?
A moose with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
You can't stop me.
Exactly. Bridie, you wish you liked peanut butter. I wish you liked peanut butter too, because peanut butter is fantastic.
It's your turn to get breakfast this morning.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right. Well, if I go, I'm just getting myself breakfast.
Why would you do that?
Because I've went 3 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your turn.
It's become tradition now.
No. No, don't even.
It's a family tradition.
Don't even. What? Don't even pull the tradition card.
Just did.
No.
I just did.
No. You gonna go and get breakfast?
No.
I don't know what I'm doing. Moose, 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 moose.
Moose, 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 moose.
Christmas. Christmas. It's the holiday mascot everyone's been waiting for.
Oh, I see. Tip was talking about getting to the concert.
Oh.
Yeah. I enjoyed the whole the whole shenanigans.
Well, Tib, you didn't have to do anything. You just had to walk back and forth. You didn't have to go up to the scary guy on the door and say, "Hey, can you let us in?"
I mean, well, I also didn't have a terrible time because I knew that it would be okay in the end. Like, I knew we'd get in, and I knew that either way, our friends had their seats, because our friends had tickets. So I wasn't worried, but I think you were genuinely worried.
I was genuinely worried, but also I didn't know whether we would get to see them before or after the show. So
yeah, I guess I'm in the mindset of even if we hadn't got to see them, it would still have been an awesome night.
Me too. I think that also. But I wanted to see them.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you would have been very disappointed if we hadn't.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, we did. Got to say hi. They spared us some minutes after the concert, even though they had to run to the ferry, which was amazing of them.
Hello, Carly Sparkleblood.
Cool name. Curly Sparkleblood, I guess that depends what you have for breakfast. We have not been having the best breakfast in terms of health. We're definitely having the best breakfast in terms of tastiness.
You've had a different breakfast every morning.
I have. We have a nice sandwich shop underneath our flat that does a bunch of different sandwiches, and we've been having those for breakfast. Mainly because we don't really have anything in, and it feels easier than going shopping.
I'm gonna stop drawing.
No moose?
No move.
It's a good job that you're happy to get lost with your friends, because that's 90% of what happens when we meet up. Is Mike and I get lost. So I'm happy that you are okay doing that.
You can't hear any music. There should be music.
It sure should be.
I can hear music. There you go.
Let us know if you can hear it better.
Well, thanks for letting us know.
Okay. I'm going to label that kanji, because I think it's kanji.
We'll have to head off as well and
Do we?
10.
I was just about to start doing the water. You know, the main aspect of the image. I suppose the main aspect of the image is actually the composition. So I've made a good start on that. But I'll show you guys what kind of water I'd like to do, so you can see what it's hopefully going to look like in the end.
I mean, we can keep going for a bit.
Okay. I just want to find my tab. I have so many of them, guys.
Oh yeah, I've been doing some bearhead studies.
I seem to have lost my reference, which is great. Fantastic. Oh wait, maybe it's here. No. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Totally is. Okay, cool. Let me show you guys. So this is the kind of water I'd like to do. So I have the gradients and the rough shape. But all the interior detail is not yet there. Full block prints are crazy, yo. They're so cool.
Yeah, they're cool. These ones, yeah, I was working for photo reference for these ones. This one I have a bunch of reference for, but this one's going to be I'm doing a commission of a bear in a tuxedo. And I was a little bit struggling with it. This was the original sketch. But I wasn't feeling it. Maybe if is there a way to like bring down the... Oh, cool. Maybe I'll do this.
Yeah. So I will attempt to do this to the background here. I guess maybe over the weekend or maybe on Monday. But yeah, do you wanna head off ski there, Mike?
Yeah.
He laughing at his dot eyes.
Yes.
Nice.
Terrified bear. Alright, we're gonna head off, but we really appreciate you coming by, and we will be back on Monday.
Yep. We
and
sure will.
And I'll be 32.
You will be 32 because your breakfast is on Sunday.
But yeah, my breakfast
now
on
let's
Sunday
go and
will
have
age
birthday.
Me. Alright, India. Yeah, we appreciate you coming by. We're Doig and Swift. We're artists and animators. We love making stuff. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thanks, friends. Have a good weekend.
I made the rest
Of your day.
be filled
With adventure.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.